my first reaction, first it was the sound that was getting. So I was just as anxious and surprised as the kids, like, okay, what is going on? And seeing him, I'm like, yes, this is just how it looks in the movies. And I have the 8th graders. Nothing impressed these kids. And they were thrilled and just as excited as all of us, like myself too.
Love the ability where he was able to capture the room. Capture the room being from, we got a dynamic from pre-K all the way to 8th grade, you know? So to capture and engage a group from 4 all the way to 13, you know, is definitely no small task. But the fact that the kids were in it, and the fact that the kids were present, you know, they were alert, and then they were grasping certain concepts, you know, and then he related to the kids, you know, when he started speaking about, you know, different heroes, you know, who he is as a hero, and then speak about different heroes like Martin Luther King, you know, Muhammad Ali, and then when you brought up Michael Jackson, who would have known that a kid will come up here and then start dancing, and who's about 5 or, you know, about 7 years old, you know, you playing Beat It, and then the kid knew it, started dancing, and let alone started singing a song. Like, I was like, okay, all right, definitely didn't expect that, but that just shows the magic.
This experience was a wonderful experience because they were able to connect with those from the past. And not only connecting with those from the past, but also seeing someone who is able to be the first in their field, in person and for real life. And so this was a wonderful experience. Even the scholars, they were paying attention, they were participating. And for me, I love to see scholars engaged. And I too was engaged, trying to tell them to be quiet so I can hear what is going on for myself.
One thing that resonated me was saying, I'm the first. All these heroes, they were the first, you know, and not even hesitating or not counting yourself out because you haven't seen anybody do whatever it is that you have or whatever that you desire to do. No, be bold in being the first, and that you can be the first. So that's one of the things that really challenged me, like, you know, step out your comfort zone and do whatever it is that you feel called to do, because he's the first of his kind, you know. And as much as we embrace it and much as we were at receiver, he probably was in his mind thinking, TMoore was probably thinking, I've never seen, there's no model, there's no one that's doing a superhero motivational speaker, and because you haven't seen a model or someone go before you, that might deter you. No, but that will let that motivate you to be the first. So that's definitely one thing that I took away.
Is everybody ready?